Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is now in session and calls number 324590. The case is styled the State of Texas versus Ashley Richard. Ms. Richard, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Richard, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Richard, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Richard, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Richard?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Richard, you're represented in this case by your attorney, Attorney Langston Adams. Attorney Adams, how are you doing?
Doing well.
And the state is represented in this case by Attorney Blake Ham. Attorney Ham, how are you doing?
Doing well, thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Richard, I have before me an information that has been filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. This information alleges that on or about August 13th of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of communication harassment. Ms. Richard, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Ms. Richard, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
No magistrate order, magistrate warning. Okay. Now, Ms. Richard, I have before me another document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments.
Huh?
I have another document that before me that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. I have it on this tablet. And this thing is, I got problems opening it up. Oh, here we go. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials, AR, that are on a line next to a box that's checked nola contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
On the next document, which is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that are checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Richard, did you sign a document out there on paper that is titled Discovery Certification?
No, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mr.
you did sign it. She signed the discovery certification. That was that sheet of paper. Yeah, she
Oh,
signed
okay.
it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Richard, before you sign and initial all of these documents that I have just mentioned to you, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Richard, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State. I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. Would you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1 and State's Exhibit number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections, Mr. Adams?
No objection. None.
Objection, State's Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Adams, you advised and counseled Ms. Richard. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None.
Ms. Richard, your attorney, Mr. Adams, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Richard, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial, and I will also find that your plea and waivers are freely and voluntarily given. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that plea bargain agreement?
Your Honor, it is for 30 days in Jefferson County Jail.
Ms. Richard, I have, the state is offering 30 days to be served in the Jefferson County Jail. You'll be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. And the court cost in this case is $327. Ms. Richard, will you be able to pay the $327
For when?
before you get out?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, now, Ms. Richard, I need to ask you a few questions. And, okay, Ms. Richard, are you currently employed?
No, sir.
Do you have any source of income?
No, sir.
Are you receiving any type of governmental benefits?
No, sir.
Now, Ms. Richard, are you, in reference to your living status, do you live with, do you own your own home? Do you rent, or do you live with family members, or you're homeless?
I live with my sister.
Okay, family members, okay. Are you required to pay any rent or any utilities?
No, sir.
And what about your food expenses? Your sister take care of that too?
Yes, sir.
And do you have any form of transportation?
No, sir.
Okay. And so if you had to estimate your food, now your food expenses is paid by someone else. So you're saying that you're not paying any, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Ms. Richard, the court is going to find that you are indigent. And based on the finding of indigence, the court cost in this case of $327 will be waived. And that just simply means that you will not be required to pay it because you're indigent, and the court is going to waive that pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedures. Now, Ms. Richard, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Richard, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Richard, this will conclude your case. Please follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day.
You too as well, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Latricia Frank.
Who?
Latricia Frank.
Frank.
The court is in session in clause number 330882, and the case is styled the State of Texas versus Latricia Yvonne Frank. Ms. Frank, is that your full name?
Yes.
Ms. Frank, Would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Frank, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Ms. Frank, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Frank?
Fine.
That's good. Ms. Frank, I have before me an information that has been filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that on or about August 28th of 2021, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of obstructing highway passageway. Ms. Frank, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Ms. Frank, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, sir. Guilty.
Now, Ms. Frank, I have a document before me, and on this document, there are some initials, L, I guess LF, and it's on a line next to a box that's checked nolo contendere, which means no contest.
Okay.
Now, are you, your signatures, your initials on a line that's titled no contest. Are you pleading guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Correct.
Now, Ms. Frank, on page 2 of the misdemeanor plea admonishments, which is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1, as I stated earlier, there are a set of initials, LF, on a line next to a box that's checked nolo contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, on page 3 of this same document, Ms. Frank, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Ms. Frank, did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
On the next document, which is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, Ms. Frank, there's a signature above the line that's titled Defendant. Did you also sign this document?
I'm assuming I did, sir.
Okay, Ms. Frank, the documents that I'm reading are documents that you and your attorney went over.
Yes. Last night.
They're on the tablet.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you remember going over these documents with your attorney?
Yes, I do.
All right. Now, also on this document, the trial court certification, the defendant's right of appeal, there is one box that's checked at the top of this document. That box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Frank, did you also sign a document on paper that is titled the discovery certification?
Yes.
Now, Ms. Frank, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I have just mentioned to you, did your attorney go over all of these documents with you?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Ms. Frank, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit Number 1 and State's Exhibit Number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections, Mr. Adams? Mr. Adams?
No, I don't have any objections, Judge.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibits Number 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Adams, you have advised and counseled Ms. Frank, is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No evidence she's incompetent.
Okay, Ms. Frank, well, and just for the record, Mr. Adams, you get a copy of the 16.22 assessment,
Yeah, I got that email to me and I read it.
and do you have any objections to the findings and conclusions and recommendations in this assessment?
None. No problem. No
And
objection.
State, Mr. Ham, did you get a copy of the 16.22 assessment?
I did, Your Honor.
And did you have it, do you have any objections to the finding, conclusions, and recommendations in this assessment?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and the court is going to take judicial notice of the assessment, the 16.22 assessment that's in the court's file. And the court,
Hey,
yes.
I'm here. Go ahead, Judge.
Oh, I thought you had said something. So the court is going to take judicial notice of the 16.22 assessment that's in the court's file. And the court's going to follow the recommendations, findings, and conclusions that's in this assessment. Now, Ms. Frank, your attorney, Mr. Adams, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his recommendation? I mean, are you satisfied with his services?
Yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal services?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Frank, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers are freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond the reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
The agreement is for 5 days, time served with court costs to be taxed and retired, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Frank, the state is offering that you serve 5 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any more time in jail on this case because you will be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $327, but you will not have to pay the court cost because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Ms. Frank, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, I do.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes.
Ms. Frank, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Frank, please follow the bailiff and have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Sharita Washington.
Come on, Serena, your turn.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning. The court is in session in cause number 331772. And the case is styled the state of Texas versus Sharita Washington. Ms. Washington, is that your full name?
Yes, sir. Sharita Patrice Washington. Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Washington, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Washington, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Washington, you may put your hand down. And again, Ms. Washington, how are you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. Now, Ms. Washington, you're represented in this case by your attorney, Attorney Langston Adams. And Ms. Washington, I have before me a document, hold on a minute, that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. And this information, hold on a minute. 7-2. Hold on a minute. Okay, this document, oh shit. Oh, wait, what? Okay, this document alleges a bunch of, she said Sharita Washington. That's 331. Is it on there? 331-772. Oh, here it is, okay. Okay, Ms. Washington, I have before me an information that alleges that on or about February the 2nd of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal trespassing. Ms. Washington, you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Ms. Washington, how do you plead?
No contest.
No contest? Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, I don't want to fight or contest. I just want to be honest. I want to be good. And I want to go home.
All right, now, Miss Washington, I have before me another document. And this document, Ms. Washington, is titled Waiver. Hold on a minute. Well, this next document I have before me is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. And at the bottom of this document, Ms. Washington, there's a signature. And did you sign this document?
I think so.
Okay, now, Ms. Washington, these are documents that I have before me are documents that you and your attorney, did you?
Yeah, I signed it last night.
Right, all right. Now, Ms. Washington, at the top of this document, there's one box that's checked. That box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Okay.
You understand it?
I can't appeal it, you said, right?
Right.
Okay.
No, what? Okay. So do you understand what I'm saying? That's my question to you.
Can you?
Okay, listen to my question again. Okay, first of all, this document states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand?
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, the next document that I have is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials SW that are on a line next to a box that's checked nolla contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials SW on this document?
Yes, sir.
And on the next page of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir, of course.
Now, Ms. Washington, did you also sign a document on paper that is titled Discovery Certification? I'm talking about last night when you signed the documents.
From my remembrance, I think I did.
All right. Now, Ms. Washington, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I have just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Mr. Adams, go over these documents with you?
I think he did. I think he did. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I stayed in there a little longer than I was supposed to.
No. My question to you, Ms. Washington, is did your attorney go over the paperwork with you before you signed it and initialed it, right?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
I probably didn't understand some of the things and I didn't ask the question.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's not a problem. Now, Ms. Washington, would you please knock on that door? Is the bailiff in there?
Right there.
Yes, why don't you get the bailiff, please?
Bailiff.
Sir.
Yeah, Mr. Porter.
I'm here, Judge.
Yeah, what we're gonna have to do is, now, Mr. Adams.
Can you just give me 1 second with her? Just 1 second, Judge, and I'll be fast.
Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on, let me do this.